Last time on Polymorph Self. Descending into a flooded underground crypt, Seyda went for a stomach-churning swim. In the lower levels of the crypts, also half underwater, they fought the animated zombie corpses of the royal inhabitants of the tombs. Onas used magic to explode a zombie, and the party finally cleared the dungeon, coming away with their first treasure haul.
Oh, okay, it's 3,000 to level up.
Now, there is the backpack of the fallen adventurer here to look in.
I'm going to look in it.
Okay.
Here's what you find in there. First of all, he has 3 unused torches in there.
Sweet. 3 more torches.
Then there is a small wooden box, about yay big, you know. Oh, that's not good
Yay
for
big.
audio listeners, but
It's as big as a yay.
as big as that thing that listeners cannot see me doing.
2 fists, about, right?
2
Bit
fists?
bigger, yeah.
3 fists.
Eh,
Would anyone like to try and open it? It's not locked.
I'm going to open it.
You're
I
at the
open
top
it.
of
You
the
are
wall.
not
You're not
in the
even
room.
there.
Nah.
Seyda or Hjani?
I step away a little bit and open it with the tip of my bow.
Okay, it's not trapped or anything.
I'm just
Although if
being
you suspect it to be trapped, Bjorn has some skills. in that
I'm
area.
up top with the rope.
Okay,
I don't know
so
what's happening.
Inside are 6 carved pieces of amber, which are like polished up and carved in the
Ooh.
shape of gemstones. In fact, they're worth 100 gold pieces each.
Mine.
Oh, God, this is
There's
great.
some amber down here, guys.
Or
tell them
the
how
3
much.
of us.
Let me have a look at it. I can tell you how much it
Which
costs.
3?
And
Oh.
finally, there's one more thing in there.
Uh-huh.
There is a ring, a pewter ring, a sort of like it's not valuable, but it's a nice shiny metal with a carving in it. And you look at it, and it is your country, Cacathra. It's a Cacathran citizenship ring.
Uh-oh.
Now, of course, it has a number on it based on a regiment of national service, which is not related to you, but it doesn't have a name on it or anything. But it's this guy was obviously either had or was a full citizen. So you're now sort of, it's also illegal to use a false one or keep somebody else's. But
Interesting.
if somebody knew you had it. But yeah, so you found 3 torches, the box containing 6 pieces of amber, and
You mean 4
a
pieces of amber.
yeah, and a Cacathran citizenship ring.
I'm not going to mention the ring to those guys.
I'll keep it on my person. We'll decide what to do with it later. So, Cacathran ring.
A citizenship ring, yeah. It's basically what you guys are doing your service to try and eventually attain. Yeah. But
And-
you'd get a kind of a custom-made one, but this is one.
Yep. I mean, we'll figure it out. Who knows? It could be a murder mystery. It could be anything at this point in time. They don't need to know about it. Also, 4 pieces of amber.
4 pieces of amber.
Is there any grain down there?
No,
There's
guys.
no
Find
grain.
Anything down there? What did you find down there?
We found some amber.
Yeah,
oh, how much
here.
amber did you find?
Oh, 1 for each person.
Oh, great. Did you find anything else?
Nope. No, that's it.
Nothing.
Oh.
So you definitely didn't find anything else down there. And if it comes to light that you found anything else down there at any point in the future.
I mean, we did find some torches.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Okay, you climb back up. So in that case, Bjorn and Onas should write down a amber piece worth 100 gold pieces onto your sheet. And who's carrying the torches and the rings? Oh, you've written the ring down here.
I've written the ring
That's
down.
right, yeah.
The torches, I guess I'll carry those 3.
I've still got 4 on me, and I better light another right now because we don't have any light down here.
Yeah.
I guess there's only 1 door left to explore, guys.
Well, we
Yeah,
should
there's literally only
explore
one
the
place
door.
you haven't been in yet.
Yeah, let's go and explore that door.
All right, let's tromp into it.
Are you going first, Hjani?
I don't know if my bow's lit up anymore, is it?
Probably has
I'm
about
right
10
behind
minutes
you with my
left.
torchy,
All right.
or I can toss this torch down the hole.
All right, let's go.
I assume we're finding a hole.
Yeah. A shaft, I believe.
Let's
is the
go.
term.
Okay, so you're going first.
Yes, I suppose so.
Okay.
Bow drawn.
And once again, under the arch is a short corridor leading to a shaft. The shaft of this crypt seems to glisten under the light. And looking down, you see it opens again into a room. The floor looks a bit different. It seems to be quite... It's hard to explain. You look down, something doesn't look right about the floor. It's still sort of like rammed earth and muddy, but it's very evening, and so there's a weird sort of glistening about the place. Like someone had sprinkled, glitter around it or something.
Toss a torch into it.
Ooh.
Plus a torch.
We
No.
have 3 extra.
Yeah, I'll toss my torch down.
You drop a lit torch, and it sort of...
I said
Oh, that's the noise of it
yeah.
going in. All right. I just assumed you were just making a weird
You don't
noise
have
for
to
no
explain
reason.
it to the listener. I said,
It is happy.
It lands on the floor and nothing untoward happens.
all right, but what do we
It's kind of like sitting there.
see?
Oh, it certainly doesn't attract anything. There doesn't appear to be anything undead down there.
Okay.
You're at the shaft right now. You've got a limited view of what's in the room.
All right, I'm going to hold the rope up top.
Hjani, you went down first. Shall I go down first this time?
All right. Let's do
Okay.
it.
I'm going to go down first.
Again, that's big of you.
Climbing onto the rope and sort of hanging over the side, Hjani, what you notice is the sides of the shaft are kind of like...
I don't know.
I'm going.
Seyda's
Oh,
going.
Seyda. Sorry. Seyda, what you notice is the sides of the shaft, the reason they're glistening is because they're actually oily. They've been coated to make them slippery on purpose. I mean, since you're using the rope, you should be okay.
Okay.
And yet nothing caught on fire. Interesting.
No. That's right, because it's oily,
it's just-
but it's not oil.
It's oily.
Yeah. Okay. So
booby
you
trap.
continue down and hanging about halfway,
Mm-hmm.
you notice that it's another one of these crypts. It's sort of all rammed earth and stuff. And on the far side, in the kind of shelf where the corpse is, yeah, it's holding a kind of. It looks like a sort of, I guess, like a flower vase, but it looks to be golden and shiny.
Ooh. And there's nothing else in this room?
No.
Okay. I'm worried that this thing's going to come to life, but I guess we're going looting, guys. There's some kind of fancy flowery vase.
Thanks for the update.
Should we come down?
Do you want to come down?
Yeah, I think we should all go down there.
Oh,
Sounds
no.
fun.
I'm
I
not
mean-
going to. I need to stay
Yeah.
up here and hold the rope.
Oh, I'm not helping with the rope anymore?
I
Can
don't
you
know.
hold
I don't
that
know if
rope?
does it take more than one person to hold the rope.
One person.
Okay,
will
I'm
suffice.
staying up and holding the rope because
Well, I'm going to go
uh,
down there and
near
have
death.
a look, seeing as I'm the clever
Well,
one.
Seyda is currently halfway down the rope. What would you
okay.
like to do?
I'm going to go all the way, the rest of the way down the rope.
I'm going to follow her down.
Okay, you climb down. You put your feet onto the floor. At which point the floor kind of gives away underneath you.
Oh.
But you were kind of pretty much holding the rope 2 seconds ago, so I'm going to give you a chance to sort of like grab back onto the rope.
Okay.
Now, it's difficulty class 15, and it's a reflex save. So what's your reflex?
Oh,
bonus
reflex.
on your saving throws?
Reflex is +5.
Wow, and you got to get then 10 or above. Right?
Okay. Let's go.
Oh,
17.
Oof.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happens is you see the floor beneath you kind of like it starts to go down, like basically it's like splits into two, you know,
Oh, like a trapdoor.
like on a trapdoor, like the room is trapped.
Okay.
So the floor sort of like goes down, revealing underneath it a kind of pit of about 10 feet deep with spikes at the bottom.
Oh.
Oh.
But just as you start to go, you know, with cat-like reflexes of Seyda, the barbarian from the plains, grab the rope and you're kind of swinging there. And then after about sort of 20 seconds, it's sort of like you hear like machinery working somewhere and it sort of comes back up.
Okay, guys, let's not go down here. It's trapped and it's spiky.
Sounds like a good plan.
Hey, didn't the mage have some sort of mage hand thing for him to just grab at things
Yeah.
anyways?
Yeah, but there's nothing down there to grab.
There's a
There's
flowery
There's
vase.
a flower
Vase.
vase.
Golden
Whoa.
vase.
So
You're
maybe we
right.
should we can tie the
Don't
rope
lower
around
the
the
mage
mage's
down. Don't call me a mage. I'm
middle?
a sorcerer. Come on. Call me a sorcerer. I'm a sorcerer. I'm not a mage. I'm a sorcerer.
Going
The
down
sorcerer?
or no?
While
are
you
you
guys
are you
debate,
down for this?
Are you
Your
going to
name.
lower me down to the pit
I'm
and
gonna
then
shoot
get
you
me
back
to...
up.
You just don't
God,
want to
use
swing
my
there while they
claw
discuss
hand.
this.
Okay, Seyda climbs back up. And Onas, are you going down?
Yeah, I'm going to do this. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm not scared.
We'll swing you.
No,
A
you
little
don't need
bit
to
if you
swing
need
me.
to,
You just
to
need
get
to
in
lower me
close.
down
Alright.
because it's not that big a room. It's like it's 30. It's less than the 30-foot range.
Yeah, okay,
of
they
the-
could lower you if you wanted. If you
Yeah,
wanted to
but
keep
like
it tied to you.
the range of the mage hand is
30 feet.
20.
Oh,
20
you
foot.
are. It's 30 feet.
30 feet,
You are
sorry.
within range. Yeah,
Okay,
Okay.
great.
it's a
Yeah.
30-foot room. So
Alright,
if
so we
you
won't try to swing
you come
you.
down in the middle, it's
I don't
only
need to
15
be
feet away.
swung. Thank you. Thanks for the swinging option, but I don't need it.
Since you're coming down the middle of the room, Onus, you'll only be 15 feet away from the item.
Yeah.
All right, let's lower
Uh-huh.
Onus down into the room.
You
So
tie
you're
the
gonna go
you're going
down
to
there?
tie the rope to you then.
Yep.
Yes.
Someone tie me up tight. Nice and tight.
Who's got the most strength?
Nice and snug.
I'm sure we all know how
Yeah,
to tie
either
knots.
one of you could do it. The only one who would have a problem suspending someone from rope is actually Onus.
All right,
Yeah, for fuck's
so
sake.
he's
I just wonder who's going to tie the knots really tight.
All right, I'm going down.
Okay,
Like a hero.
here's what happens. They lower you down into the room.
Here I am. dangling.
You see this this vase in the hands of this corpse.
Yep.
You raise your hand.
Raise my hand.
You
Here it
point
goes.
at it. You concentrate.
Yep.
It starts to rattle. It comes free of the hands and sort of hovers in the air. And it comes over and over and over until finally, you grab it.
Yay.
At which point you see it's a wooden vase painted up to look golden shiny.
Oh, jeez. Well, I've got it in my hand. I'm going to take it back up and we're going to have a look at this vase. Maybe
Regardless
there's
of the fact it was a kind of a setup type thing, it was a pretty awesome action.
Yeah, I did.
I'm going to tell you
That's
this.
pretty good.
I'm going to tell you this. It looked cool as fuck.
It looked cool. No one else was down there to see
Yeah, I
it.
saw nothing. I didn't
Hey guys,
see anything.
I got it. It looked pretty damn
The,
cool.
the all-seeing DM thought it was pretty damn cool.
I did a cool
All
thing.
the team members were like, all
Let's
right,
get
can
back
we...
up there. All right.
Can
In
we
fact,
put
I might
y'all-
even say you're a cool ghoul.
I'm a cool ghoul. I did some cool.
Sound of
Cool.
we can't drop the mics; they're on stand, so I'm going to drop a dice.
Yeah. There we go.
And walks away. Okay,
Hey, where are you
did-
going?
I'm
Come
back.
back.
Who's
Hey,
going to narrate
guys,
this
could
story
you,
now?
Could you pull me up, please?
All
You're
right.
up.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right. So now we've got this thing that's like, it's
left
made
them
of
down there.
It's made of
Just for a
what is
little
it,
bit.
wood.
Yeah. Okay. So you have successfully explored every area of the underground crypt and barrow. And by the way, it is now technically the middle of the night, and you are really, 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 really tired.
Obviously, this mound was an incredibly long red herring, so...
Let's climb up out of this mountain and go have a little nap at the campfire.
Or we could just have a little nap maybe in the top
Does anyone,
area of the mound, right?
Let me tell you the
Because
story one more time.
we
about
killed everything
how-
already.
How I made a thing. Let me tell you about the story about how I made a thing float for a bit.
Great.
15
Why
feet.
don't we do that at the top of the mound? And
Hey, I
go
killed
to
a
sleep?
ghoul.
You can tell your stories around the campfire.
Yeah, let's do it.
Once I set it up. Okay, so you all leave the crypt with your treasures and your wounds
My
and your
wooden-
stories.
Yeah, it's a lucrative
My
mound.
wooden vase.
You go up out of the barrow and you return. Your horses are still there, unmolested.
That was what I was worried
Now
about.
you're just baiting him.
I was going to say I'm shooting myself in the foot, basically, aren't I? Untouched, no.
They're just there. They're there.
Unworried, unbothered.
They're there.
They're there.
They're there. Okay, thanks, Adam. Yeah, they're there. Your horses are
Untouched.
still there.
Okay.
You have to try that again. You come up out of the barrow and find your horses are okay. You go back to the sort of pre-made campsite, which was kind of burnt out, and build a fire and get ready to camp for the night. But before we do, Onas is going to get 3 minutes exactly to regale all of you with his tales of his heroism, and then we'll do the next morning and back to the village. So, the sky is dark. The stars are spread all over the night sky on the plains. The fire is crackling and burning. Your eyes are closing from the fatigue of the adventure. Onas leans into the campfire, his face illuminated, and starts to spin his tail.
Guys, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Did you see that shit back there? I was like dangling from a rope.
We've all dangled from a rope.
I dangled from a rope
That's the
and
sound
then
of
I
fire.
used a magical...
I've already
It's more like
put
this.
cloth into my ears, and I'm falling asleep.
I used a magical claw thing and I made a thing levitate. You didn't even see it. Like, that thing was floating. It was... and then I've got this
I'm going to
thing.
make something levitate towards your head in a minute.
And also, granted, it was made out of balsa wood.
Wait,
and
guys,
it was
guys.
painted
Just
badly.
let him talk.
But yeah, I got...
It's the middle of the night.
I want, and at least... But
We're going to bed, everybody.
hey, at least I shared it all with you. I was honest. I shared my treasures with you, as I would expect all of you.
We've all
to
shared our
share
treasures with you.
Any treasures that you found in any dark pits with me, and be completely honest about them, which we all would be. Because
I
we're
fell
best.
asleep hours ago, guys.
We're best buddies. We're a crack team, so we would always share all of our stuff equally, wouldn't we, Hjani? Hjani, wake up, Hjani.
Noisiness tax.
Onas falls asleep. So you go to sleep, you wake up the next morning quite happily, and no one specified things like setting watches, so you luckily no wolves came and ate you or anything like that.
We killed everything.
But on the morning, you gather your horses and all your new information, findings, and treasures, and you head back to the village. And you arrive back in the village, like 30 minutes later by horse, and they are all
Heroes?
waking up. Here's what happened. So as you get into the village, you see that people are sort of, sort of milling around, starting their morning's work. A lot of people might already be heading out to the fields, but around the village hall, you see Dennis, the farmer, and a few of the village elders, sort of like talking. And then as you come into sight and they turn around and see you, they kind of do a bit of a visible double take, and then sort of like pull themselves together, and then they sort of come walking over, put on a smile, and start waving to you. You have returned.
Dennis,
But without our grain, or
Dennis,
what's going on?
I have a little bit of a bone to pick with you, Dennis.
I
think you've been playing us.
Did you find the raiders' camp?
No, we found a barrow full of evil. We didn't find...
Seyda, keep going.
We didn't find any grain. I don't think there ever was any grain. I'm starting to think that you set up a big distraction, and I think you wanted to get out of paying your tax. And I would have been perfectly fine to help you cover that up, but then you sent us into this evil barrow. May I remind you, I'm 6 foot tall.
Hjani's ready to add to that intimidation. I'm also really pissed off I had to deal with ghouls.
I kind of said that originally as well. Can I point out that was exactly what I said.
I'm just looking something up, I'd like Hjani to continue what you're saying to Dennis as well.
Yeah, Dennis, I had to wade in waist-deep ghoul water to check out if any ghouls had stolen your damned grain.
What's a ghoul?
Ghoul fluid, Dennis.
Ghoul fluid. Dead people fluid. Dennis. That's what I waded through.
Dennis has never been with a ghoul before. That's...
He's got 99
played us like a
problems,
fiddle, Dennis!
but a ghoul ain't one.
What we're going to do is an intimidate check,
Right.
which is opposed.
Intimidace.
What is Seyda's intimidation skill?
I have a tick, but I don't have a plus.
So what ability is it?
It is charisma.
What's your charisma?
11.
Do you get a bonus for that?
No.
You know what? Since you're a sort of 6'2" tall, imposing barbarian, I'm going to give
Covered
you
in ghoul.
Covered in ghoul.
Roll a 1d4.
Oh no!
And that's what I'm going to give you as a. So you're going to get
3.
a +3, right? So it's an opposed check. So I roll 1 for him, you roll for yourself and add 3. He, in this case, gets +0 as a sort of 0 level person. So he gets a 4.
I get a 10 plus 3. 13.
Okay, so at the end of your speech there, I'm Dennis. He goes, okay, it's a fair cop. But look, listen to me. There's a good reason, okay?
It best be a good reason, Dennis. We're all covered in ghoul.
And this. Look, I'm serious now. Please hear, before you make any decisions to us villagers and me as a village elder, hear me out. This is a true thing. As you know, earlier this year, one of a branch of one of the noble families, Prince Callus Whiteblade, came to Linakireka and moved into the tower. And since he came, he's been changing things, making more demands. The quota went up almost double this year, and it's impossible for us to make it, but that's the law. If we'd have sent in our quota, we wouldn't have had enough to survive the winter. You know, we knew if we went and petitioned, they might send a small investigation team, and don't take this the wrong way, but we'd heard tales of ghouls and monsters inhabiting the barrows out on the plains, and we kind of figured if you went there, you might.
You send us out to die, Dennis.
Yes.
Not ghoul, Dennis. Not ghoul.
We wouldn't have survived the winter with, without.
So
We
where
weren't supposed
quota.
to survive the night, Dennis.
Where's
We weren't supposed to survive the night.
Think
the
about
grain?
that, Dennis. Think
Think
about
about
that.
how one might feel if they're sent out to die.
There's 4 of you.
Dennis?
There's 150 villages I have to look after.
I'm a soft touch for villagers, but Dennis, you played us. I don't want to punish the rest of your village. I don't want to report this, guys. But Dennis, you owe us.
Well, we've
Yeah.
got to think of something
How
if we
is this
don't
worth our
report
while?
this.
Well,
We
why
could-
don't
we
you
could-
just tell them that the raiders have long gone with the quota, so we don't have to.
Because
pay
you
it?
No,
fucked
because
us.
That's basically it.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
yeah, you
Onas.
make it worth our while.
No,
and,
Dennis, you think of a solution.
Do you actually get any raiders in this village? I mean,
No, we transferred everything into the
into
other
the
barn.
other barn.
And burnt that one and made some tracks with fake horseshoes.
Well, we've just signed up.
But by
to
the
this
way,
You know
whole
the
deal.
two of you-
talking of which, when you were there, did you see Bill and Phil?
Oh, they did, Dennis. They did.
And it's your fault.
Oh,
Bill and Phil. More like killing dead. It's excellent adventure. Bogus journey.
Like
What are
the
you
bogus
talking
journey
about?
we just went on.
Like that
Yes,
Like
it
that-
was a bogus
like that
journey.
theater show.
That theater show we all know.
What can you do for us so we don't fuck you? Because we're gonna fuck you if you don't do something.
you seem like good people.
We're not that good.
I
We're
beg
gonna
for you.
fuck you.
Look, here's the thing. Okay, don't blame the villagers. I'm the elder. It was my plan. Blame me. Take me back, but leave the others.
Well, we don't want to take you back. That's not going to get us anything. What can you give us that's good? Have you got any good news, gossip, or stuff you can give us?
Oh,
money.
Bill.
Not grain.
Bill
We
and
don't want any
Phil
grain.
Oh, I was going to say we've got grain.
We don't want
Was
any
was
grain.
Bill and Phil whatever their names were? The farmer friends of yours who
Yeah, Bill
we
and
found
Phil.
dead? Okay. They were carrying vials.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Really? Perhaps they found
Dennis.
them.
Dennis.
Yes.
Don't fuck with us, Dennis. We already saw through your first plan, Dennis.
If we got
Dennis.
a barbarian here who can intimidate this
Can I
guy.
ask you a question? Was there another?
actually got the
Was there a third person with Bill and Phil?
Maybe.
Maybe. Depends, Dennis. What does that third person
What,
mean?
two royal guys carrying an arm and a leg?
What?
Is that with those guys?
No,
Dennis.
a traveling adventurer in these parts.
Dennis,
Oh.
just spit it
why,
out, Dennis.
why don't you just tell us, Dennis? Tell us everything you know, or else. We're not telling you what
You're
we
going to
know.
be shamed from the community, and we're going to stab you to death. So
A traveler came through these parts,
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
and he was from a. Oh God, I guess if you take me back, I'm going to be executed anyway.
Yes.
So I guess it doesn't matter if these people kill me too. This guy came through, an adventurer-looking type, and he claimed he was representing a kind of like a kind of a oh my God, like a camp in the woods of rangers who were doing their own side business. They'd found a site where the blood poppies were growing, and he was going to trade us some of this substance in order for, oh my God, see, this is the reason. It's not that we couldn't really make the quota, it's just that he was going to give us a lot of money to supply his hidden refuge in the woods with
Dennis.
grain and food for
Really,
the winter.
Just for nothing, Dennis.
I heard about those guys before, remember? We heard about
We-
the rangers who do dirty poppy business.
Just a house of cards you built, Dennis.
A web of lies.
Hey, Dennis,
did you happen to meet that guy?
No, but Dennis, can you
It
like
doesn't
give
even matter
us...
if we happen to meet him.
Wait a minute, Dennis. Can you give us like the name of the person we need to contact if we wanted to get in on this business? Because
He was with Bill and Phil when they went out there.
Okay, but if
Yeah.
we wanted to get in on this business,
Lot of ghouls, Dennis.
if we want to get in on this business, how do we go about contacting these people?
Well, I heard that one of them, not in the hideout, one of them works in a lodge called the Foxglove Lodge. It's along the edge of the forest.
We know about old
I mean,
FG Lodge.
Yeah. Okay.
What was
But
the
is
name of this
there-
adventurer? What can you tell us about him?
His name was Micah.
But
And
these
he had a kind of he was a citizen. He had like a citizenship ring.
Okay, because these people are obviously going to be a little bit, don't want to like talk to anyone about what they do because it's a bit shifty. What can we? Is there anything we can say to them? Can you give us an
I think we
introduction?
should just take Dennis with us.
He
Yeah,
told
we need
me
to take
he
Dennis
told me
back.
he'd send a cart up here to pick up the grain. He gave us 2 vials as kind of samples,
So you haven't
and he
sent
told
that.
us we could
Okay.
sell them. For
You haven't
like
sent that
hundreds of
grain
gold.
back yet. So if we took some grain back to them,
No, he hasn't picked it up. He hasn't been back. He was with Bill and Phil. I don't know. Did you find him? Is he dead too?
I don't know.
Dennis, you nearly embroiled your entire village of 150 people in a drug smuggling ring. And then you sent us to go die in an evil barrow. Dennis.
Dennis.
Okay. I tie Dennis up while I say I wanted us to talk amongst ourselves for a moment.
The other villagers just don't intervene at all. They all look really nervous.
Yep.
They allow you to tie Dennis up.
I think we can use Dennis as an in to these drug dealers, and we can either get in on their deal or we can bring them to the
Okay,
Hi, I'm
first
Dennis,
things-
Mr. Elf. We only met the one guy. We hadn't started the deal. He gave us the samples, and he was supposed to come back to pick up the grain, but he went
Yeah.
off to help Bill and Phil, never came back.
First things first. Dennis should go back and atone for the sins of his village. He should be thrown at the
I'll
mercy
be
of the law.
killed. I'll be killed.
I don't care.
Dennis.
Dennis,
Don't kill
honestly,
Dennis.
Dennis.
You're gonna
Yeah.
have to come up with a better defense than I'll be. Killed.
150 people, drug smuggling ring.
Also, 4 people into an evil barrow.
Hang on. Let's
You're all
think
still
about
alive.
this. Dennis.
Dennis is not even listening to us right now. I've walked away
Okay, so,
from hog
so you've
Dennis.
tied him and you've put
We
him
can
away.
look into the
Okay.
blood poppy thing after. We've got our in with the whole Micah angle. It's fine.
Okay.
For
But
now,
we could use him as an in. We can pretend to be like his guys. We can use that
Yeah,
as an
Does,
in. And we can
does
get
exactly
anyone
what I'm
remember
saying.
what Micah looked like and who amongst us?
yeah,
looks
brown
most like-
fedora, leather jacket, whip.
I'm gonna, without
Yes.
What about the ornithopter?
these guys, I'm gonna see if I can sneakily do a little gesture to Hjani about the
Mm. Hjani
the thing
winks
that goes on her
back.
finger.
Okay. You
Oh, you
give
mean
the
my
sign.
black pearl
Hjani, you
ring?
see the sign.
All right. Look. Dennis, tell us anything that this Micah person talked to you about. Anything. And realize that we will find out if you have told us something that we should not know.
I'll remember all the details. He said, he gave us the 2 samples, said we can sell them for lots of money, and we had to supply him with grain and crops for his hideout for the winter. He said that they were rangers, and some of them are active rangers. Not all of them are bandits hiding out in the woods. Some of them are in the service. That's why he showed us his citizenship ring. And he said he would be able to bring a cart and a wagon here to pick this up and then take it back directly without anyone asking him any questions, and it was no big deal. So when he showed up again in the wagon, we were just to load it up, and one of our guys was going to go to the city and try and sell these vials.
So he hasn't shown up with this wagon to load up this wagon.
No, he
yet?
hadn't gone back for the wagon. He went off with Bill and Phil to help them with it. He told them that he could make these fake trails, that he knew what to do to
Okay,
fool you
so
guys.
he helped them make the fake trails. He's going to come back for the wagon full of grain at some point soon, yeah?
No.
Why not?
I mean, I'm not going to say why not in front of Dennis, but no.
Do you want to walk away from Dennis and continue this conversation?
Yeah,
he's hogtied on the
fucking
ground.
dead.
What? He's one of those ghoul things?
Yeah, more or less.
Are you insane? That could be anyone. Those could just be some ghouls who are like buried
Trust
there.
us.
I
years
think
I'm
ago.
we
pretty
have
sure we
enough
know.
to get an in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we
with this,
do.
yeah.
Let's deal with
Yeah.
the task at hand right now.
Yeah, Adam, you did find a 3rd body.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's not necessarily him.
Christ.
All right.
I'm just saying.
So,
what I think.
do we have an operating party that could maybe just take
We have
Dennis
those two
So-
guys.
city to deal with him, or
Although I don't
Kelly and
know
Blake?
Kelly and Blake. I don't know how far we trust Kelly and Blake.
They
should
they
check
they
on
are
those
they are
guys.
watching the proceeds with interest, but not getting involved. They've been listening to most of what's going on.
I don't know what to do about
All right.
them.
You know what? We
Look
don't
at
need
that.
Kelly and Blake. They were very useless when we were fighting off bandits.
I worry if they're part of the ring, though. What if we let them go and they go back to?
Oh, that's a possibility as well. Now we can't trust anyone if we can't trust farmers.
This is true.
Plains farmers.
Plains
most of
farmers, the
all.
plainest people there are.
This is just plain confusing.
I
We
say.
should take them with us.
All right, let's all go.
Yeah.
Kelly, Blake, and Dennis and us.
We have the horses in the cart. We can throw Dennis in the back
Hogtie,
of
yep.
the cart, take him back to the city, pop into Foxglove Lodge on our
Yep.
way back.
Fair enough. Sounds good.
Do you want to try and locate the lodge, which you don't know the exact location of? Because when you first heard of that, you didn't get exact directions
didn't.
or location. So you can't technically pop in on your way back.
Well, of course.
Is it possible?
But you basically you want to put Dennis on the back of the cart, right?
Is,
Yeah.
is it
I don't know if we can
possible
find out
for
the-
one of us to stand up on the top of the cart, address the entire village, and be like, look, you guys did something incredibly terrible.
You're doing it
So
now.
you're
Keep
doing
going.
it now, yeah?
Keep going.
Right.
Keep
There
going.
you go.
We will maybe figure out a way to excuse your village from this. It'll take a lot of imagination on our part because it was that terrible. But you could all not be slaughtered because of this man's actions if one of you has any information on this Foxglove Lodge that turns out to be true. And once again, if it's not true, we will defeat a barrel full of evil and come back and also hogtie you.
I am behind her doing an intimidate check to the whole town.
As you're making that speech, in the midst of the farmers, a young-looking guy, his hand sort of goes up gingerly, and he says, "My name is Bill. Is also Bill.
Okay.
Son of a Bill.
I have been to a couple of the lodges, and I know which one the Foxglove Lodge is."
All right, Bill, you're coming with us. Once again, if this doesn't turn out to be true, there will be hell to pay.
How do we know you won't send the army to kill all of us?
Well, obviously we'll be with you, Bill.
I mean later.
So wait, we're taking Bill with us.
Look,
to
how
the
do you...
city.
Look, there's two options right now, Bill. You go with us to whatever these lodges are, or we just go back to the city right now and sick the army on you guys for not meeting the quota and also trying to kill some officers.
Oh, I'll come.
You made a wise choice,
Woo-hoo.
Bill.
Good job, Bill. So, we've got Dennis and Bill at the back of our cart.
Okay.
You have, and you set off because it's still the morning, right? You've got the whole day. So you travel back the way you came, across the fields, past other villages, which you sort of see in the distance, until you once again get back on the road, which is sort of within a mile of the forest edge and heading back towards the town. And after about sort of half a day's travel, which is about sort of 10 miles, including a cart and horses, which is pretty much something like a third, fourth of the way back. Bill in the back sort of starts looking around anxiously, and he sort of looks at the road. And you're not back to the site of the ambush yet. And he goes, "Oh, guys, stop the cart. I think if we head due south from here to the edge of the Great Wood, we'll be pretty close to Foxglove Lodge."
Great, Bill. Stand up on the cart.
Oh, we should have asked at the village for healing potions, shouldn't we? How do you feel?
You know the lodges to be supplied places.
Let's go towards the lodges, guys.
Let's do it.
Let's make Bill and Dennis stand up at the top of the cart.
What's interesting is
Good
poor
idea.
Dennis has been hogtied for like 10 hours now, and he's just like suffering and moaning. He hasn't had water, his limbs are aching.
Oops.
All right, we give him a little bit of water, but then we also tie him so he's standing up.
Please, at least you can tie my hands, but this hogtied thing,
Fine,
my
fine.
bones are
Yes,
aching.
yes. You
Yeah,
can drink your own tears, though.
Okay.
We'll not give you water.
Okay.
I tie him up
Look,
in
think
a
about this.
standard handy
You
tie
kind of
behind the
deserve
back.
this, Dennis.
Okay. So you divert off the road, trusting Bill, and start heading
For some reason.
south. And after about an hour or two of sort of taking the cart carefully over this gradually rising landscape, what you start to see in front of you is the sort of pine forested sort of mountains and foothills like rising up on the horizon. And eventually there's more and more trees and brush, and you start to approach the edge of a kind of a sort of mixed sort of pine and shrub forest, which looks quite dense. And you're coming up, the ground is rising, you're coming up towards some hills. And in fact, by the time you reach this lodge, you're not going to be able to take a cart any further. There's no road or track now, and you're sort of getting close to it's kind of like getting rocky, and you're going to have to stop and leave the horses and cart. But just as you sort of just about feel you can't go any further this way with your setup, you see at the edge where the woods really disappears into dense trees is in fact a series of 5 or 6, you can't quite make out, like a ring of like cabins. And Bill says that, I believe, is Foxglove Lodge. And you do see some people sort of walking around there, 1 or 2 with the sort of white cloaks.
Before we get any closer, we don't want to get the village into a load of trouble before we decide what we're going to do. Do we have a story to tell about Dennis? Should we just say he's a criminal we picked up? Because they're going to ask questions.
I think we should just ride in there and just demand answers.
Wait, how many hit points do you have?
Yeah, this is kind of a stronghold of corrupt rangers right now.
As far as you know, there's a hideout in the woods service about the blood poppies, which is the fully corrupt one, what he told you is that one or two of them are based in Foxglove Lodge.
We need to show strength.
Okay.
We need
They
to
might
go
not.
in
They
there.
might not necessarily be out, so to speak.
We need to
I
go in
think
there and be badass.
we
That's
need
what
to go in
do.
there softly.
I think
Someone with a
badass.
lot of charisma.
You could
might
also
not want to hit
you could
them.
also don your cloaks and pins, showing your officer status
Sure.
in
Sure.
the army.
Yeah.
But at the same time, maybe we should send one person in there first just to see what the reception is.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go in.
Okay, Onas.
But I'm not wearing my officer's garb.
Why
I'm
why
going
don't
in there.
you
Right.
why don't
wait,
you
wait,
wear
wait,
the
we can't again. No turning back time. You're going in, but not obviously showing your
Yeah,
status.
I want to go in and I'm collecting herbs or something in the surrounding forest.
Onas walks off, and you guys are away. So Onas, you walk about 20 minutes, and the camp comes into clear view.
Right.
You see what appears to be 6 or 7 cloaked actual rangers
Okay.
of the army. About another 10 sort of general woodsmen walking around, chopping wood, holding ropes and traps, and a few sort of random people. You don't know who they are, sort of civilians. Seems to be about a sort of 40-person sort of army camp. You're all familiar with these lodges. They're bases for people to sort of patrol and do woodland stuff, and it's based on the service. And you approach, and a couple of people notice you, and 2 uniformed officers start walking, and eventually you meet. Good day.
Hi. Who's in charge here?
Who are you? Sorry.
I'm just here collecting some herbs and some stuff for some potions.
Their
I would
hands
just like to-
creep towards the hilt of their swords. Give us a name, sir.
Well, there's 2 guys that I'm talking to.
Yeah.
I want to charm them, and with the aim of like finding out who's in charge here and have them take me to who's in charge.
Meanwhile, back at the cart, I ask, why did we send the sorcerer in there?
Wait a minute.
casting charm.
Onus, you're not there. Do not answer anything they're saying. You 3 do have a conversation while I just check something about the charm.
Could you? I know you're you're a little bit sneaky. You're probably a little bit diplomatic. Maybe put your cloak on and go see what's happening.
I'm charming as a motherfucker.
Well,
Yeah,
you go
yeah.
in and charm the pants off them.
Maybe we'll be
Maybe
here.
literally if you have to.
We'll be here keeping down the cart.
All right, keep an eye on those other 2.
Yeah, I will. Don't worry.
Our,
It doesn't take up too much effort to keep
Are
an eye
the
on these
other
2
two
farmers.
with us as well?
Before
Blake
I
and
go, though,
Kelly?
do we
Yes,
want
they
to take
are.
bets on how many bills I meet in this town?
Meanwhile, I'm going to roll a saving throw for them.
Okay.
I won't show you what it is. As they are talking to you, you kind of concentrate. You go, and you sort of make eye contact. You hold eye contact. They suddenly find themselves unable to break eye contact, and they become under your spell. You succeed. And now they must react to you in a friendly and accommodating manner. You know what? We've just met. It's incredibly rude of us to push you such for your name. What do you require?
I would just like to see have a meeting with whoever's in charge here.
Yeah, in fact, I'm in charge.
Oh, you're in charge. What's your name?
Bill.
Okay, so what's
That's my.
I want to bet.
That's my human. By the way, they are both elves. They're both winter elves with dark hair. They're both elves, and he said, "Yeah, Bill's my common human name. It's a popular name in these parts."
It is.
No.
I've heard it before. So, Bill, what's going on here? I've heard I've heard good things about the work you do here.
You look
What do
covered
do?
in all kinds of gunk and scratches and stuff. Would you like to come in and we have a healer based in the camp?
I think that would be good. Yeah, I'd like some healing. Maybe a jacuzzi or a spa of some kind. That sounds good, Bill.
Yeah, come and join us.
I'm going to come and join you. Yeah.
Okay, so back to you 3. You notice that he's been gone for about 40 minutes now.
40 minutes?
And he's gone off the horizon. He's walked off with them and not come back.
Charm sauna.
This
I'm just giving
is
this a-
this is why we should not have maybe taken our most useless member and had him do the scouting. That
Hey,
was
he's
ridiculous.
doing very, very well.
I'm
He's
For
charmed
himself.
He's in. He's
Well, as
in
far
like
as
Flynn.
we know, he's
Yeah.
been taken and gutted.
I'm
Who
gonna do-
knows? Who knows? He definitely didn't try to like send anything back to us or anything like that because he's a useless member.
Okay, the DM's going to, since you got nothing productive to say, and he's slating your poor
Yeah.
pure
Son
brethren.
of a bitch.
Hey, how many 2s did you roll in that last encounter?
You're not there to talk to them. You are now sitting with Bill, his second in command, and some woodsmen.
Yeah.
He takes you into a cabin which has a fire going inside, and you guys can see smoke start to rise out of a chimney, by the way.
Oh, they're
on the
killing
horizon.
him.
They're burning him. They're burning him alive.
And they're sitting down, and one of them goes in the cat. He brings out a kind of a sort of balm, and he goes, "Are you injured?" By the way, have you lost actual hit points?
I haven't actually lost any hit points.
Oh, he checks you and
Putting a
goes,
bomb
"Oh,
on him.
you're
Well, I would
fine.
still take
You
your
seem to
balm.
be fine."
I'm fine. I have a surprisingly high constitution.
My good friend, you would like this balm.
I
We can
would
gift
take-
it to you for your journeys.
That's very good of you. Thank you.
Let me
very
tell
much.
you the properties of this balm.
Okay.
Add it to your
Adding it.
inventory.
This balm is good for 6 applications, and each
Okay.
application will heal 1d6 hit points.
That's exactly what I need, son.
And it'll be 1d6.
Yeah, and it has 6 applications.
And 6
We hope
applications.
this welcoming gift will make you feel welcome in Foxglove Lodge.
Well, Bill, this is fantastic. I'm very glad you.
We still didn't get your name, good friend.
I'm Onas.
Oh,
And
pleased to
I'm
meet
just
you.
here.
Elves
gathering-
should help each other.
Yeah, elves should help each other. We should stick together. Not like those dirty humans that we have to be with at times. And
Hey,
it's just,
let's play nice. The Rekka, the frontier, is a
Yeah.
place of
Yeah.
of humans. They work very hard to support our proud
Ah,
nation.
they work. They work. I'm not sure about hard. I don't see any humans working so hard around here. How are your humans here?
As you can see, a couple of our woodsmen are human. They're very skilled and they do a good job.
So what's the deal here? What are you guys doing here? Because I know, obviously
We're a
you're out
ranger
here.
station. We patrol the woods. We make reports, and if we find anything, we report it.
So have you
back.
found anything of interest lately?
No, but 2 of our rangers are off right now into the woods. Our ranger Micah and his brother Michael.
Micah and Michael.
Yeah,
And what are they doing? Were
they're out on a range. They've been gone for 3 days.
So you're not concerned about
Longer,
them?
1 week and 3 days. No, because every now and again rangers go out in pairs on ranges, and they often don't come back for 2 to 3 weeks into the woods.
What about do you have a problem with drug dealers around here? Is that a
what?
drug dealers?
Oh
people
no,
dealing?
there have been no reported sightings of the blood poppy on our range.
Oh, really? Because I heard a few things, my friend, that maybe, there might be a bit of a nexus of, on the side dealing around here. What's going on?
Shocking accusations. We can assure you.
Oh,
my
I'm
friend.
not accusing you, but I just wanted to bring
No,
it to
I
your
can
attention.
assure you, we are a clean lodge, and any discoveries we might make would be reported. As you will see, sooner or later, Micah and Michael will be back, and they will make their report, and you will see what disciplined, proud rangers they are. Now, cut back to you 3. You've been standing there an hour. Any actions?
Are you going to go in?
I think you should go in too.
Yeah. I'll head over there and see what the hell's going on.
Actually, now that I think about it, I think I might be just as or even more charismatic than you are.
I was just thinking about sneaking. I don't know what the hell's going on over there.
What's your charisma, Hjani?
+2.
I mean, what's the actual number in the box?
15.
15. So you are 15 charisma is strikingly beautiful and cool and charismatic, basically.
Yeah.
Very
now
heroic.
Now that I remember.
So
You are covered in
gold.
really beautiful and cool.
Look, we've got to figure out something that's going on. What's Onas has been in that little lodge of his for Lord knows how long now.
Maybe they've eaten him. I hope they've eaten him.
It's I have my fingers crossed, but at the same time, I'm putting on my cloak and pin, and I'm striding down there as a person of rank.
By yourself, or are you going to follow behind?
I'm going to go behind. I'm fed up of being on this cart with Bill and Dennis and the two
Are you going to bring
twins.
the cart and the horses sort of up to the camp, or?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Why don't
let's
we
do
do
that.
that?
We're officers.
We
We're
are
officers.
officers and rangers who got attacked by bandits. That's our story.
Well, the cart and everything else is going, so we are all going.
Okay,
Yeah, let's
so
go.
you arrive,
Prisoners and all.
and you 3 are greeted by another ranger who is not Bill,
Okay.
and he says,
He's William.
"You have the power to read minds, sir. My name is William. It's only my human name.
Oh, okay.
My elven name is Willis. I am a ranger at this station. How may we help you?" I see you are officers yourself, second captains. How may we serve?
Thank you, William. Actually, we just managed to escape some bandits on the way here, and we could definitely use.
Your comrade seems wounded.
Oh, yes.
And so does your other comrade.
I'm also a little bit wounded.
We're all
We've got
wounded.
owies.
Yeah, I am half dead at this point in time.
Okay, they lead you into the main sort of lodge, which is like a wooden sort of, looks like a log cabin, but it's like, triple size. It's like a long hall made of logs. And inside, it's warm. People are relaxing and happy and having a nice drink. It looks so great. And in the middle of them is Onas regaling them with his tales. They are laughing at every one of his jokes, hanging on his word, gazing at him in awe. They seem almost supernaturally charmed by him. Because not only because they are, because he also has a charisma 17. So he's really rocking the room right now. They just all want to be Onas.
Yeah, I'm safe in the knowledge that that'll wear off quick.
So Onas, you see them come in.
Couldn't you have tried with
Guys,
us?
how are you doing? Come and join me in this lovely hot tub. That I'm sitting in a hot tub, and
It's not really a hot tub, but it's more like a sauna.
I'm sitting
hot
in
in
this
there.
hot sauna thing. Come along. I'm glad you could make it.
How long does it take to heal?
Yeah, I just want to get fixed up first, and then
And leave.
Yeah.
Heal. Oh, good sirs. We have some magical healing balm here, but we just gave it all to Mr. Onas. He might, if you treat him nicely, he may even give you some.
Hey guys, you want some healing balm? Let's relax. Let's kick back. Let's find out what these people know.
So, do you want to give any of the healing balm to your comrades?
Of course I do, because I'm a sharing person. I'll give them as much as they want.
Okay.
What would you like?
So you give one of the applications, Bjorn. You put an application on your
Thank you.
wound. Please roll 1d6.
3.
Okay, so you get 3 back. There's still 5 more
Yep,
applications.
there's still 5 more.
So,
One more would do me good.
okay,
I'll give you one more.
roll for a second one.
It's a 4.
Are you
good?
back to your
Yeah,
maximum
I'm
hit
back.
points?
I'm back up.
Well
Okay,
done.
you have been magically healed of your wounds.
Anyone out? The bastards want one?
Seyda,
would
how much damage have you taken altogether?
I was on 23. I'm down to 16.
Well, take a balm. Take it.
You've
Take a
taken
balm.
7. Okay, the first application of the balm.
2.
2. Would you like another balm?
I would like another
You
balm.
can take
Thank
another
you.
balm. That's okay.
You have more hit points right now than my total hit points.
4.
Yeah, everyone has
So
more
now
hit
you're-
points than
22.
half
22
of
out of 24, so you're not too bad. And you still have
I've got
two
two
left,
more.
which you could
Oh,
always save. Or...
Hjani, how are you doing? Would you like some hit
Have you
points?
taken damage?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm at half health.
Oh, you're at half health.
How much
Hey!
damage is that you've taken then?
I took -1, -4, -2. 7 damage.
7 damage. Luckily, we have.
Oh, well, maybe let me give you 2 balms to help yourself. Give up all my balms for you.
Okay, roll for the first one.
Oh,
2.
2.
And
And then-
the last one.
6, 8.
Oh, 8.
All right, so I'm healed up.
Oh, I've got no more balms left.
The balm is out.
It's
Yeah.
all gone. No more balm.
So what's
So
this
generous.
bomb made of?
So generous. Who cares? It helps you.
It doesn't matter. It's the bomb.
I'm
the
asking
bomb.
the people around.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
I'm Willis again. Will.
Will, thank you so much for the bomb that you gave our charming and charismatic friend here.
Commander Bill leans in and says, "Yes, and you should thank him, for he is a great man."
Oh,
He
wonderful,
is, isn't he?
Wonderful man. What's this bomb made out of?
It is a magic ointment prepared in the city by our alchemists and given to us to take on our ranging.
Why didn't we take any?
You didn't ask or inquire or discuss or
We'll
hint.
know next time.
Hey guys, we're here. We're in the Foxglove, whatever it is. Let's find out what's happening with the drug trade down here.
So what did you find out?
I found out that I could heal all of you.
Thank you.
Oh.
Anything else?
Onus, as a sort of DM comment, this guy's charmed, and you asked him directly about the drugs thing. It would, although it's not impossible, it would be very hard for him to lie.
Okay,
You're pretty
so-
sure he's being honest. It's not like a truth serum, but at the same time, he has to treat you friendly. He may not actually tell you his secrets. That's true,
Right.
but he does have to sort of be friendly and
Yeah.
courteous to you, and you're fairly sure
He doesn't know
that
what's
that guy
going
in
on.
particular doesn't know.
Right.
You do know there's at least one person involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy doesn't know what's going on.
One
but
person
there's
that he's
something-
mentioned already.
There's something
Oh
going
my
down
God.
here. I think we should hang out here. We've got their trust now. They like us.
Are
and
y-
we should just see what's going on and see
Did-
what the trade is.
Did you tell us everything that they told you?
Yeah.
Did he
Okay.
mention any
Did you
names?
tell me everything that happened recently?
Okay, so
He's
he
bad mouthing.
So we found out that there was a Micah and a Michael who went out to go rangering.
I heard about 2 rangers.
Yes. Did you ask them where they went out to go
They've only
rangering?
been gone a couple of days.
Yeah,
so
but what their patrol area was supposed to be?
Let me ask, because I think maybe you are not quite charming enough to ask.
Oh no, I'm asking you to ask them.
I'll ask them. What was their
May I
mission?
remind you, I think they've been gone about a week and 3 days.
week and 3 days,
maybe
sorry.
more now I
Say,
think about it.
Was Micah wearing a fedora, brown leather jacket, carry
And
a
his
whip?
signature whip?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how would you know?
I just call it a hunch.
Okay.
Call it a hunch.
Well, they're somewhere deep in the woods, so obviously you couldn't have met him.
Oh, okay.
Or deep in the ground.
Huh, interesting. But like what direction in the woods were they supposed to be going?
Well, rangers can take us all over. Our skilled trekkers know this area of the woods like the back of their hands. But of course, the Great Wood is, thousands of miles long and deep, and
You don't have
there are
patrols.
so many areas. Even maybe within 20 miles of here, there might be pockets that have never been visited. So, they're not all internally mapped. It's tough, but our rangers are rugged enough to survive and find their way.
So there'd be no way of knowing which direction the Rangers went in.
Not once they got a certain depth in, no.
This seems highly disorganized.
I'm not sure now what to do with the information that Micah was a member of this lodge on the take.
So
Crooked guy.
are
I'm
all
not
of
sure
you
what to do with that.
citizens? You rangers here in this lodge?
Citizens?
Just checking. We want to become citizens. We
No,
haven't
there are
become
no.
that.
Everyone on this lodge is a career army man or not finished their service. I'm not aware of any citizens.
Interesting. Just asking. Since
Hey, let's hang out here for an evening, and then let's see what we can find in the surrounding areas. 'Cause there's some kind of trade going on around here. We've heard there's some kind of trading going on. We need to just be a bit subtle and go out and do a little bit of reconnoitering tomorrow morning and find out what's going on.